with the idea, like, you know what? I want to train lesbians. So am I right? You only train specifically lesbians?
Lesbians,
and how
bisexuals.
Do you, right. And my piggyback on that question is, how do you identify this, or they identify themselves? How does that work? Where, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, for one thing, I just, like, you can tell by my branding that I only train lesbians and bisexuals. Right. So the reason I do that is because if you look for a lot of trainers out there, you know, there are people who specifically train women. There's people who specifically train men. Right. There's people who specifically train, you know, like post-pregnancy women, or people who specifically train dads, people who specifically train Black people, you know.
Pregnant women.
Like, yeah, people have their niches and everything.
That's right.
And when there's, like, you know, groups on Facebook and stuff like that, there are all those niches for literally every single thing.
Everything.
And when I was looking, I couldn't find one for lesbians. I was like, what is this? Like, there is no group of, like, lesbian weightlifters. There's none, but you can find one for women. You can find one for men. You can find one for, you know, anything. Dads, post-pregnancy women, literally any category. And I was like, yo, this is dumb as hell, you know? So that's one reason. And then also another reason is just because, I guess, just because of my followers, like, I get a lot of my clients from, like, Instagram and Facebook. So, like, they naturally follow me just because they're also gay too. And then when they start training with me, they're like, you know, I'm able to tell you more things that I would feel comfortable with telling someone else who is straight. Because at the end of the day, they may not just get everything, you know? Like, you can sit here and, like, talk about, like, relationship issues and things like that with someone, or, like, how it's, like, toxic in your household. But at the end of the day, they may not fully understand. Like, they can, you know, help you with that, but they're not going to really understand how it feels unless they've truly been in that situation.
True.
And so that's why I'm like, yo, I'm going to help lesbians get into shape and, you know, change their body too. I mean, change their mind. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have a good body. If you don't change your mindset, you're just going to go back to that same thing.
Right. Well, very, very well put. Portia?
So if I happen to see your page on Facebook or something like that, and I'm not gay, can I still reach out to you to be trained?
I mean, you could, you could. Just because, you know, like I said, I am training to be a therapist. So I am versed, you know, in helping everyone, and I can help everyone. But I do like to help people who can't find their own spaces.
Right.
Oh, cool.
And you know what? I want to big you up on that. That's a movement that you started, because, like you said, you can't find it on Facebook, and you know Facebook got millions of groups, millions of people, and you the first. You the first, so you the poster child. I want to big you up, because here at Motivation Motors, you know what I'm saying? For real, 99% of the people on Motivation Motors will be Black people, have been Black people, because we specifically want to speak to Black people about their journey and how they've overcome adversity. You know what I'm saying? We're not anti-white or anti-Spanish. We just pro-Black. So basically, that's exactly what you're doing. You're not anti anyone else. You just pro thyself. And I think, in my opinion, it's when you want to love another person, Mel, you have to love yourself more.
Yeah.
Am I right? I can't love me. If I can't love you, Mel, unless I love me a little bit more. You know how some people, they give the person in their relationship all the love, but they're treating themselves like crap? You can't, and then probably that person's treating them even worse. You understand? So I want to big you up to say, you know what? That this is basically, it ain't only about the LGBTQ movement. It's about self-preservation. What you doing? And I don't know if you can understand. You actually, that's what you're doing. You're actually forming the foundation and the pathway to self-preservation, saying, yo, this is who I am, and I love me, and I'm going to take care of my people specifically. And that's what we are also doing here at Motivational Motors, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, you know? So how do you said you get most of your clients from Facebook. And what is how would somebody reach out to you? They probably would DM you. After they do that, what's the process like to get services from you?
Yeah, so once they DM me, we chat a little bit, and like I see what their fitness goals and everything are like that. And after that, we'll jump on a quick 15-minute call to just, go a little bit more in depth. And so I can see if I can truly help them or not. And then if I think that I can help them, then we'll jump on a longer call and, we'll just really dive deep into it. And because a lot of people, when they come to, seek out fitness training, they say like, oh, I want to lose weight and everything like that. But like when you ask them why, they can't really give you an answer. So like on this longer call, like I really want to see what is your reason, and then that's when a lot of people say, like, oh, like I just like don't have good self-confidence and everything like that. And I want to boost it because, if I'll feel better, on the outside, that'll start helping me on the inside, different things like that. At the end of the day, like every time, like once we like dive deeper, it always comes to something in here. That's why people want to lose weight. So good point. That's what we do. And so, then once I realize that, that we'll be a good fit and everything like that, then we can move on from there and like get them started.
Okay. Wow, okay. Now this pandemic, I'm quite sure you're in Arizona right now. I'm quite sure that you have clients in Arizona. Do you have clients that are outside the state? Has the pandemic affected your business?
Yeah, so actually I only moved to Arizona in the summer of 2020. I'm actually from North Jersey. Yeah.
Are you from Jersey? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so I started training online, really, because I used to be a graphic designer. Actually, I hated it, but I did it because it was good money.
It was good money, right?
Yeah. But so while I was going through the process of going to quit my graphic designer job and everything, I started training online just because I was working in North Jersey. But I mean, I was living in North Jersey, but like working in the city, And so like with all that, back and forth and everything like that, I was like, I need to do it online. And so all of my clients are online right now. And so the pandemic actually didn't hurt anything, which is so dope.
Right.
Wow.
If anything, it helped it because then everyone had to go online.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So what's that remote process like? I mean, how do you how does the service? Let's say I want that package right there. How'd I go down? What do you do after I pick my package?
So first we'll figure out, like what state are you in? Because, not all states have gyms open and everything like that. Like now more do.
Right.
But once we figure that out, we can figure out if you're going to do gym training or home training, And so I really personalize it to exactly the equipment that people have, And so I have an app. Well, I'll make out their workouts and everything like that. And I'll deliver it to them and they can do their workouts every week. And, I'll have them record different things so I can make sure that they have proper form and things like that. And, they can message me any time of the day. And then for my, and then also in that I have like, different goals that we can set up. That's also where I deliver the meal plan and like I check up on what they're eating and different things like that. Wow. And then I have a training curriculum, which is a different website that I use. And there's like 4 pillars in that. And it goes over lifestyle audit, I've written down nutritional clarity, body and mindset servicing, and internal fulfillment. And so those 4 pillars work on the inside and they go through that training curriculum during my 16-week program.
That's what's up. I'm sorry, it's real dark here. The electricity.
Oh, you're good.
Went. So
my co-host is in Nigeria, man. Oh, right, I told you that. Right. She's out in the motherland. Woo!
Yeah.
But they do what they want with the light. So I'm gonna have to go turn on the generator, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, Mel. So you said you going to school for therapy. Is that physical therapy, clinical therapy? What's the goal?
Yeah, so clinical. So right now it's a master's in counseling psychology. And then hopefully I will go on to a PhD in counseling psychology.
Go for it.
So
go for it.
I'm excited for it. Yeah. It's a lot of work, but it'll be fun.
It is, man. It's worth it because you know what? I'm a firm believer. You know, I can your interpersonal skills are keen, and that tells me that, you know, one, that's an attribute you need, and two, you already have the attribute of empathy. You understand? That is that's a key component that every counselor or any therapist or clinician needs. You know what I'm saying? You can actually put yourself in somebody's position and say, how would I feel if that happened to me? You understand? So you're already doing it in your personal life. So to do it professionally and get that money for it will be a walk in the park. You know what I'm saying?
So when you do that, when you go to school and you finish and you start working in that field, what's going to happen with your training? Your personal training?
Honestly, my end goal, like, I really hope that I can continue to combine these two, you know, because obviously, you know, I've done personal training, like courses and everything like that. So I'm trained in that, but I really want to pull out this mind part to it. And I want to make sure that my clients are, you know, fully, you know, happy in life. And at first I was just doing this on the side, but once I started to merge the two, I just realized how important they are. And I was like, I don't want to give this up, you know?
Absolutely.
Like, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
That is amazing to even know that. To even know that. That's crazy. Not too many people know that. Like, what they want to do for the rest of their life, and you're already doing it. That is amazing.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I see that, you know, you're approaching it from holistically. You know what I mean? Because the mind, body, and soul are interconnected. Like you said earlier, Mel, if I don't feel good, me transforming my body is going to be irrelevant.
Exactly.
Am I right?
Yeah, you really will.
You know how you young ladies, you ever seen somebody that's completely gorgeous but think that they're ugly because they don't feel good? Doesn't that suck? Or the opposite, somebody that's not too whatever, but their confidence is on 10, so it makes them look better. I'm telling you. I tell people, your energy seeps through your pores. You understand? So once you get your inner thing and your inner beauty and your inner confidence and your inner intellect intact, everything else falls into place.
It really does.
You understand?
It's like, like it's really like the universe like rewards you for just, you know, being a fully whole, happy person, you know? The universe will reward you, and it does. Things just start falling into place and you don't even realize that it's happening.
Right.
Yeah. And so after it's happened, you're like, dang, I was blessed. I was blessed when
That's right. And you start paying attention to your habits. You know what I'm saying? Segue to my new book, Habitual Habitat, an urban sermon on Amazon. Check it out, y'all. You know what I mean? It's about looking into thyself and asking these operative questions. You know what I mean? Like Mel did when she was in 3rd grade. Why do I feel that way? And embracing the feeling and not running away from it. Because you know what I'm saying? What my objective and my goal is with this podcast is that maybe a teenager is looking at it, knowing she has the same feeling, and you, with your dialogue, is helping her pave the way to being exactly who she knows she is. You understand? You know what I mean? Just because y'all do it this way don't mean I got to do it that way. You understand? Just because society says that men have to love women and women have to love men, that's not. Where's this written in the book? I know it's written in the Bible, but how the hell? Who wrote the Bible? First of all,
it's not actually that.
I'm a spiritual.
I'm a spirit. Is right. I don't know
the part that's written in the Bible,
but they always throw it. They always throw it in the religious context, and I don't like that.
But the part that they throw out is the part that was changed in recent years, so it's not even in any of the original.
Thank you, ladies, and I appreciate. Thank you for reiterating that for our viewers, because they get it twisted. And like Mel alluded to, her family was religious people. You know what I mean? So this is what made her feel like what she was doing was wrong, which wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? It was not right. You know what I mean? Because we have to understand this, ladies and gentlemen. When we are in these churches, and I'm not, you know, discrediting anybody that goes to church here, but when you are listening to this pastor and preacher, please know he's flawed too. Okay? Please know he has skeletons in his closet too. You understand? Please know he's a mortal just like you too. So don't look at this person up here like they're the end or be all. And if pastor madam or pastor, mister, tell me, hey, I shouldn't be doing that. That's 100%. Because he don't know you at the end of the day. He don't know what's going on in your body. Exactly. You understand? For real. Take it with a grain of salt. Take their tutelage like you would take your instructor's tutelage in school. You know what I'm saying? This is the analogy I give my students all the time. Let's say you sitting in the class, Mel, you know what I mean? And you in an English class, but you have 2 instructors, Mel. You understand? And you write this paper, right? One instructor gives you an A, okay? Other instructor gives you a C-. Who right? Neither one of them are right. You know who's right, Mel? You are. You are, Mel, because you put your blood, sweat, and tears into that paper. So what I'm saying is, I don't care this person that puts themselves on a pedestal by way of the church or by way of the university you attend. Don't think that they are not flawed as you are. Don't think that they can't be wrong. Don't take them 100%. Oh, professor or pastor said, I got to do this. Don't do that, because you probably living a lie.
Parents either. Parents too.
Parents too. Parents too.
Yeah.
For real, Portia.
Man, that's
Portia.
crazy.
Final words, thoughts, and kudos to Mel.
Yes. Okay. Number 1. I think it's amazing.
Number 1.
Seriously, like what you went through and what you continue to do, you radiate a lot of positivity, and I love that. Thank you. Definitely keep doing what you're doing. I'm finna hit you up because I need to change my mind. I keep telling people that and I don't, but like I got bread in there right now and I'm finna demolish it. So
oh no.
So you need to help me. No, I love what you're doing, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more good things from you. And when you get that degree and keep pushing, man, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
So definitely kudos to Mel.
Mel, we always end our interviews by asking the guests, what would you, Mel, tell the 13, 14, 15-year-old Mel, if you can talk to her right now and sit next to her? What would you tell her to make her journey a tad bit smoother? What would you tell her?
Don't be scared, just like live your truth, because I was scared about so many things in life, just scared to be myself. At the end of the day, once I started to be myself, that's when I truly felt happy. And even because when I came out, people in my family who I thought were like super supportive of gay people, even then when I came out, like they were like, yo, like you could be gay, but don't start dressing like a boy, don't start wearing, Timbs and baggy clothes and everything like that. So I was like if that's what the supportive people in my life are saying, then like that's what I'm gonna have to do. So like when I came out, I started to dress like real girly, even though that's why I wasn't on the inside, But then it wasn't until like I got into like 18, 19, 20 that I started actually dressing like how I wanted to be and how I was truly comfortable. And that's when I truly started, my journey to happiness. And so that's what the younger me needs to know, that you really truly need to be your full entire self.
Well, so eloquently put, man. And I appreciate you for this. All right. I appreciate both of you ladies. All right. From Portia Mystique, from Mel Holman, we got your boy Quan John. Please subscribe. Please share this. Please like this. Motivational Motives, baby. 100. Yeah.